Now, you may not know it, but to a large extent, for many people, this YouTube atheist business began with a thing called the Blasphemy Challenge. That's ancient YouTube history, but it's something that got a community of non-believers going on YouTube in the first place. Got a lot of people making videos and speaking out. And they were a very disrespectful bunch. And that's key, really. I am a big, big fan of blasphemy. Why have I got two buttocks? It's because there's one for Jesus and there's one for Muhammad. It is the reason I've got two buttocks, I'm sure of it. They can both kiss my ass at the same time. Blasphemy is essential. Some of you will know why I'm saying what I'm saying, and those that don't, consider yourself lucky. Blasphemy is powerful. The reason I have got angry over the last few days is because certain people, for whatever reason, personal reasons I believe, have started an attack on a bunch of people, 4 people, who did something very, very disrespectful. It's nothing to what I'd do given the chance. A friend of mine and I were talking, and we realised that we had access to a small surveillance camera and microphones, possibly a couple of cameras, and we concocted between ourselves this plan to go to a healing meeting. You know, the sort of thing where, like Benny Hinn does, only smaller scale. I think I might get killed at a Benny Hinn gathering. But we were going to go to a healing thing, and I was going to limp up on the stage with a cam on me and a microphone. And when the guy tried to heal my limp, because I'd be walking with a walking stick, and tried to, I believe it's called slaying with the spirit, I wasn't going to fall down. And I was going to, hopefully my friend would be in the front row and be able to capture my mock surprised expression that I was still on my feet. And then the plan was to have him try and slay me with the spirit again, you know, touch me on the forehead, and I wouldn't fall down. And then I'd sort of turn around at the people who'd already fallen down and tell the guy that, hey, you know, I want some of what they've got. Come on, try again, just once more, come on, I think it's going to work this time, go on, give me the full Jesus, go on. Now, why would I want to do that? I'd want to do it to show that I'm not afraid, that I know it's just a guy touching my forehead, it's just a guy wafting his hand in front of my face, and all those people lying on the floor behind me are hysterical. That's why I'd do it. But I might catch the faces of some of the people who are there to be healed and who are seriously ill. Those films that we've seen from James Randi at similar gatherings, they would be forbidden by some atheists who don't think we should intrude at all. Why is blasphemy important? For the same reason that humour and mocking are important. I said in my last video that being an atheist on YouTube is rather like trying to shoot a charging rhino with a shotgun when there are people in the way. You know you're going to hit and hurt some innocent people, but you might blind and stop the rhino, which could do much more damage if it gets too close into a crowd. That is how I feel about religion. I know that I hurt people with my videos. I am sure that somewhere my videos have been seen by somebody who is grieving, or possibly even terminally ill, and my videos will disturb them, and it's regrettable. I wish we could have guided missiles instead of videos. Obviously not real exploding weapon type missiles. People are always misunderstanding that type of imagery. I'm talking about something that could be laser guided, pinpointed only where it does good. But we can't. People who are going to be hurt by our videos are going to see them. We can't prevent it. People have been saying, think of the upset and the offence that you're causing. Fuck that. Think of the kid who's afraid of hell. Think of their reaction when they see some atheists munching on a Jesus biscuit. Not that that was actually shown. They are going to think these people are completely unafraid. When an atheist says, I don't believe in God, that can be just words to some people, but when you do something outrageously blasphemous, they know you are not afraid. Nothing can convince them more than a blasphemous, disrespectful act. It is vital that we maintain the right to carry out that sort of act. Sometimes humour falls short. Well, okay. Every stand-up knows that not every gag is going to be funny. But they play the percentage shot. You tell joke after joke after joke, knowing that sooner or later you're going to hit a sweet spot. And that's the way with blasphemy. We cannot lose that weapon from our arsenal. It is vital. Yesterday, or was it today, there was 30 seconds when I thought about closing my account. It didn't last long, and I realised that I'd be doing it for entirely the wrong reasons, but the thought crossed my mind. Can't I just leave this shit behind? I'm not going to do it, because that image of the little kid worrying about hell always haunts me and comes back to me. And you might think it's just an image, but these kids write to me, and some of them ain't kids, so I don't really have an option. I have to keep going until that option is taken away from me. I can't stop. I must be stopped for it to be honourable. If I have to upset, I mean, not that it's going to happen, not that my videos will ever be seen by that many, but if I was offered the choice of reducing 1 million people to tears as a result of my blaspheming videos, to limit the influence of the Catholic Church or any other church to get inside children's heads, do you think I'd hesitate? Seriously. Do you think I'd hesitate to reduce 1 million Catholics, let's say, to tears, to keep a few kids from trusting a priest too much, to possibly be seen by one African who believes that a condom will increase his chances of getting HIV? People will forget a depressing moment which reduced them to tears, but a kid's not going to forget what the priest did to him or her. As I said in a comment, I'm not a two wrongs don't make a right guy. I don't think that it's true that every single time two wrongs cannot make a right, when one of the wrongs is microscopic by comparison to the colossal wrong that it's trying to put right. I don't think the physical trespassing of some atheists in a religious building is as threatening to the religious as what we do. All of us, every single one, even the people who have criticised the four in the church, you have all argued against religion. You have all run the risk of offending people. What the hell are you worried about offending a few more for? It'll give us a bad name? What, worse than we've already got? Bullshit. I mean, if you don't want to upset religious people, get your fucking ass off YouTube and stop making atheist videos. If you care that much about upsetting religious believers, stop doing it. Close your account and go away, because you're doing it. If you argue for atheism and rationality, you are hurting and offending religious people. Stop being such hypocrites. What we do with our words and our arguments is far more unsettling to a religious person than stepping foot inside a church with a video camera. If you want to see what an invasion of privacy is, here it comes. And this wasn't filmed by an atheist.